Hey folks, Gary here. Happy Thursday morning to you. I hope your day's starting out fantastic. What a great day to be alive. Every day we walk with the Lord, of course, is a really good day. It truly is. So we've been talking about using your tithes and offerings as an act of worship. So worshiping God with them, and we got that on Sunday when we were reading 2 Chronicles chapter 7, where Solomon is dedicating the temple to the Lord, and you see this great offering that's being presented to God. You see the presence of God. You see this amazing worship take place. These three things are all together and they're tied together, and it's really a beautiful thing. And so with that, with New Life Community Church, our church, we're going to take the offering plates that are at the entrance of the sanctuary. You know, you walk in, you just throw it in the plate, and you go on into the church. We're going to take that and move that time to actually a time during worship where we worship God with our tithes and offerings. And I think that's going to be really cool. Now, this isn't a money grab or anything. We're just moving where the offering takes place. I want to see what God does with this when we worship Him with our offerings. When we cognitively think about this, that I am worshiping you, Lord, with this. I'm praising you with this. And I think it's going to be pretty cool. Now, what verse do we look at when we look at this connection? Well, a lot of people look at Malachi chapter 3. And so I'm going to do that too, although there's verses all over the Bible that talk about it. But Malachi chapter 3 is pretty common. I think you're familiar with it. So Malachi 3 verses 10 to 12. And it says this: bring all the tithes into the storehouse, and there will be enough food in my temple. If you do this. So now how are you going to do this, right? Well, Paul talks about this in 1 Corinthians. He says, set aside what you've decided to give to God. So decide what you're going to give to God. Mara and I, we do this all the time. We decide, so we set aside. We put it here. This is what I'm going to give to God. And here's the thing. If you set it aside, then you know it's there. If you don't set it aside, well, we all know how that works, right? If you don't put money aside, it will get consumed by just everything. It just does. It just walks away. We all know that. So he says, set it aside. If you do this, if you set it aside, well, this is what you're going to see to take place afterwards. So we're going back to Malachi. He says, if you do, says the Lord of the heavens armies, I will open up the windows of heaven and I will pour out a blessing so great you won't have enough room to take it in. He says, try it. Put me to the test. This is the one place where God says, put me to the test. See what happens. I will bless you. You know, Mara and I, we've seen that in our own lives. We moved here to Saskatchewan over 3 years ago, and we love it. It's the best move we have ever made in our lives, moving to Whitewood, Saskatchewan. I love this town. It's great. But we came with financial responsibilities, right? We came, things that you have to do, and you want to be financially responsible. And for that reason, Marna needs to work along with me. So we're both working. And I'm not complaining. A lot of people have to do that, and that's just totally fine. But here's the cool part. She works for basically the BC government. Like the organization she works is funded by the BC government, and it's unionized. So it doesn't really work for her being in Saskatchewan working remotely. But they love her a lot. They really think she's awesome. And so they extended her 6 months when we first moved here. We can keep you on for 6 months, but probably not longer than that. You know what? That keeps getting extended all the time. It shouldn't. It really shouldn't, but it does. Well, I see that with Malachi chapter 3, that God is guarding it. He's guarding her position. Let's look at verse 11. It says, your crops will be abundant. Why? For I will guard them. I will guard them from insects and disease. Your grapes will not fall from the vine before they're ripe, says the Lord of the heavens armies. Then all the nations will call you blessed. God will guard you. Well, I guess it's time to go. The pups are getting excited. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you tomorrow. Have a great day.